Well, y'all, I'm going to try to make and video me making a pot of ham vegetable soup. First of all, I went out in the garden and I pulled me another white onion, and I've cut 3 stalks of celery, because I don't like to cut the whole celery off, the whole plant, just to get a couple of pieces, because it'll stay fresh and live longer if I just leave it in the garden. So I bring in what I think I'm going to use. So, and I apologize for all they're running a jackhammer next door. I guess they're digging a trench through the rock and everything to put maybe some kind of a drain line from the backyard to the front, because it's going downhill. And this builder, it looks like, is insisting on flattening out the hill. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. He'll have to put up a retaining wall or something, because he's got that lot, the backyard, about 3 foot lower than the rest of the property surrounding it, even including mine. So that's a big drop off. He'll have to put a retaining wall or something up there, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know, but I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. But anyway, I want to go ahead and start cutting my celery. And I'm using the very little bitty tops of this, because I like to put some little bit of greenery in there. And the very top is a lot tenderer than the rest of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and slice up the rest. Yeah, I know that there's no way you cannot hear that jackhammer going, but I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, I've got things scheduled for later this evening, this afternoon, so I've got to get my video done now or I don't get it. Hopefully they'll take some breaks and give us a break. But it seems like that builder is determined he's not going to build the house on a slope. But he's on top of a mountain, y'all. And if he was to buy the lot next to me and continue on digging out to flatten the lot, he'd be 3 or 4 foot below the street level. I don't know how that would work. I don't see how he's getting away with doing that. I'd rather have a little bit of a slope on my yard and let the water drain off rather than to go through all the trouble of putting a drain ditch or drain pipes and stuff in to flatten out my lot. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that much about all that, but I think it's going to cause the trees to die on this lot next to me. You know, it'll probably take that big oak tree at the corner of my yard, which is just on the other side of the property line, so it's not mine. But I hate to see it go. I've already put olive oil in my pan, so I'm going to get that going. That way I can just chop up my onion and just go ahead and put it right in the pan. And I'm going to use a little bit of the top too. Take a little bit of the outside of this onion off. Yeah, I'm glad that they're not going to let the water, if that's what they're doing, I'm glad they're not going to let the water stay there. But, it's crazy what they're doing to the lot, the way I feel about it. If I didn't want a house built on a hill with a sloped yard, I think I would go build it somewhere else. Ooh, that's burning my eyes, y'all. Ooh, my eyes are burning. I always usually cut these onions up off camera because I don't like it when it burns my eyes and I'm on camera. You can't do anything with burning eyes. So I'm going to take these over here and put them in the pot. And I got some ham morsels that I'm going to use. I had a half a package left, or diced ham from where I made another dish not long ago. And I'm putting those in there. You know, it seems like we always make chicken vegetable soup or either beef vegetable soup. We don't never really usually make a ham soup. And I've got some potatoes here I'm going to go ahead and peel right here in the sink so I can get those diced up and get them ready. I think 4 potatoes will be enough. I may end up adding more by the time I get them cut. I don't know. I'll just see. But I just felt like a bowl of soup this evening. I've been lazy. I didn't wash my dishes just a few minutes ago, and that's the reason my dish drainer is full of dishes. But at least they're clean. see if I can get these taters cut. And I'm just dicing them up in kind of small pieces. That way they don't take as long to cook. And they'll be probably the last thing I put in the pot. I'm just sauteing my onions and my ham together. That'll bring out a little bit more flavor in that ham. There's my potatoes. I guess I can bring y'all around on the other side. Or maybe at least get you closer here. Because most people want to see in the pot. So we'll see what we can do. You can't really see in the pot right there. You can there a little bit. Now I'm going to open a can of tomatoes. These are just diced tomatoes. I'm going to put in some whole kernel corn. Juice and all. I think it gives it a lot better flavor when you use the juice. I'm also going to put in some diced peas and carrots, and this is the only can I've got of them, or I would put a bigger can. But I'm going to use these. But I'm not going to put those in. I'm going to add my my celery. I'm not putting my peas and carrots in right yet because they're already cooked and I don't want them to get mushy. I'm going to add some onion powder, and you season this to your taste. I probably put about a half or quarter of a teaspoon in there. Put garlic powder. I'm going to put salt. So, you know, if you don't use salt, you don't have to put salt in it, but I like salt in mine a little. Not much. I don't want it too salty. And I'm going to add pepper, black pepper, just plain black pepper, y'all. And that is sea salt, iodized sea salt that I use. And I am going to add about a cup of water. We'll see how that 1 cup does, and we may add more. I'm also going to add a package of ham flavor concentrate. It comes in little packages in that box about the size of a yeast package. But it is ham flavored concentrate. We're going to bring that up to a boil. And basically what we've got to do at this point is cook our celery and our taters. We're adding our potatoes in there. I put 4 potatoes. And I'm going to taste this for seasoning. I think it's good. And I'm also going to put about a spoonful of chicken bouillon in there. Yes, ma'am? Chicken bouillon right on top of my ham bouillon. That's going to give it a really good flavor, and I bet that's a good rounded tablespoon of chicken bouillon. And I don't know, maybe that's olives, corn. Oh well, we can do, I was going to say you could add a can of beans, green beans if you'd like. That's totally up to you. But I'm going to bring those to a boil and let them cook a few minutes before I add my peas and carrots, since they're already cooked and I don't want them mushed. You know, I don't want them cooked so they're mushy. Get all that in the compost bucket. cutting anything else up, so I guess I can go ahead and wash these up a little bit. But you know, it don't have to be cold weather to enjoy a good bowl of soup. And I just took a notion I wanted some soup. Yeah, but I hope whatever they do next door, they don't kill the trees. Because those trees suffer in the summer anyway because of the drought. And it's hard for them to get water anyway. And I'm afraid with them doing what they're doing over there, it's probably going to kill all the trees. Because these home builders don't care. They clean the lots with trees anyway when they get ready to build on them. I know my trees in my yard look a sight, but they do give a little bit of shade. And that's what I care about. And I've planted about 5 different crepe myrtles in my yard that it was a struggle to get to live. And if them draining that yard like that, it's liable to kill those too in my yard. Because all my water drains that way. So I don't know what it's going to do to it, but we'll see. Not a whole lot I can do about it, I guess. But don't that soup look good? Let me see, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I thought I had some green beans. I'm going to put a can of cut green beans in there. I think that'll go real good. I'm sure I had a can of green beans. Like I said, water and all. Because that water those beans were packed in has the bean flavor in them. So that's going to be good. Now you can make the same soup with a ham bone. I didn't have a ham bone available, so I used that little bit of diced ham that I had to go ahead and use it up. Go ahead and taste that again for seasoning. Oh, that is going to be something good there, y'all. I knew I didn't put everything away for a reason. I'm gonna make me, I'm out of bread right now, and what I would love to have with this is some French garlic bread. You know, the long, skinny, or the Italian bread. Cut, sliced open and laid out, and, you know, buttered with, garlic and butter on it and toasted. But I don't have that, but I do have a couple of leftover biscuits. So I'm going to finish up my biscuits And guess what? I'm going to make garlic bread with them. Well, garlic biscuit, basically. Because when my soup gets done, I'm going to toast these biscuits. And that's going to be my garlic bread that's going to go with my soup. I mean, I've been eating those biscuits ever since I made them. They're too good to throw away. They're too good to put in the compost, so I've been toasting them in the morning with bread, butter and jelly on them. I've been fixing them other times with just toasted with butter. And I don't want to forget to put my garlic on it. So I'm going to take a little bit of garlic powder, plain old garlic powder, and put some on my biscuits with my butter. And that's going to make a real good little garlic toast to go with my soup. I know a lot of my subscribers kept wanting me to fix soup when it was cold weather. And it seemed like I never got around to fixing very many different recipes of soup. And that's one reason that it gave me the idea to do this ham vegetable soup tonight, or this afternoon, that I can eat for lunch. And well, it'll be a real late lunch because it's almost supper time now. But I wanted to fix this, and I thought y'all would like to see how I do it, the ingredients I put in it. So and like I said, it doesn't take these white potatoes too long to cook, and basically everything else is in there that it's cooked. And I'm going to go ahead and add my peas and carrots, water and all. I know usually you drain all the water out of your vegetables when you use them in a recipe, but I found you don't need to do that. You need to leave that water in there. That helps flavor your dish. Unless you're going to put it in a salad or something like that where you don't need the liquid. But if it's in a soup or something like this, I leave my liquid in there because it helps season your soup. I don't want to make this video very long, but so I'm going to pause it and let my potatoes cook, and we'll get back with you. Well, I've turned on my broiler, getting it hot because I'm getting ready to toast my biscuits. My AC's kicked on, plus I got the jack camera going over here, so I guess you hear all the background noise, and I apologize. But my potatoes should be ready by the time I get my biscuits toasted, make my little biscuit garlic bread. And I'm hungry, so I can't wait to dig in. I'm gonna get one of these big plates, I think. If I can get it out without everything falling on my head. That way I can put my bowl on my plate for my soup and have room to put my garlic toast or my garlic biscuits, put it that way. Let's see if I can get this thing turned over here to where you can see. Go ahead and get these in. It'd be nice if the broiler was up at least cabinet high, you know. But it's not. I have to stand on my head to get it in and out, so. But this is going to be some good soup, and I'm ready to eat. I am definitely ready to eat because I'm hungry. I have not had any food today. I've eaten, I drank 2 cups of coffee, but I haven't eaten any food, so I'm ready to eat. Definitely ready to eat. Now, like I said in the beginning, you can use diced ham. You can use ham bones. Any kind of like smoked ham, picnic ham, whatever. If you've got sliced up ham in your refrigerator, dice it up, throw it in your pot and make you some ham soup. If you got a ham bone left over from where you baked the ham, throw that in there. The ham bone is even better. I wished I'd had one. I'd have put that in there. But I used what I got, and it still makes a good soup. And it'll toast pretty quick. Since I had already got it heated up, or heating up. And when you toast your biscuits, oh my God, they come out just like they were fresh, just baked out of the oven and toasted. I mean, they're so good. I guess I'm getting a little anxious. I don't want them to burn. I'm afraid I'm going to burn my biscuit, y'all. Yeah, I'm heating the house up, so my AC's kicked on. The jackhammer's temporarily stopped, which is a good thing. Maybe they're taking a break. But my AC is making up for it, so, oh well. Go figure that. What are you going to do? Yeah, that'd been so good if I'd had sliced up picnic ham left over. You know, I could have diced it up, thrown it in there. But that little bit of ham that I had in there, the cubed ham, I think that's okay. It'll work. Oh, it's just starting to toast a little bit. I'm going to turn my pot off. Let it settle down a little bit. Oh, that looks so good. And I threw in just a sprig of parsley while the camera was off. I ran out in the garden and I grabbed me up a little sprig of parsley and broke that up and threw it in there, so it's going to be real good. Almost toasted. And I'm going to have soup to eat the rest of the week or the weekend. I wanted to do a garden tour, but I didn't want to have to do it while the jackhammer was running. I said maybe I'll wait till later. think that's toasted good enough. Go ahead and turn that oven off. I'm going to get me some of this soup. Oh, this looks so good, y'all. Get me some of this garlic bread. Now these are little biscuits, so 2 biscuits is just right. There you go. How's that, y'all? You think that looks good enough to eat? Garlic biscuits, toasted garlic biscuits with ham vegetable soup. Try it. I think you'll love it. And I'm going to get over here and sit down and I'm going to eat because I'm hungry, y'all. My stomach's been growling for an hour now. So we'll see you on the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos.